Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Table. I'm your host, Philly Dips, and today we're gonna be. You can see you don't see me right now. You just see my hands. Hello. We're gonna be taking a break from the Chronicles of the Queen's Gambit, and we're gonna shake things up a bit. We're going to be doing a kind of mini lesson for DMs, new and experienced. Today's topic is going to be about towns and villages. I'm going to teach you my method for creating towns, villages, cities, and the like. So I'm going to make up a city. This isn't going to be in my current campaign. It's just going to be a city that I make up. And yeah, I'm gonna show you the way I like to do things when it comes to designing and building towns and cities. So I think today we're gonna make a dwarven city. Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's do a dwarven city. So yeah, the trick to naming your cities, for starters, is to think of the word for city in that language. So because dwarves speak Dwarven, we're gonna think of what is the Dwarven word for city. I like to use the word core, but today we're gonna shake it up. We're going to use the word. How about Euron? We're going to use the word Euron. Yeah, why? So now we're going to think about what this town is special for. We're going to say that it's famous for logging. So, timber. So we're going to call this the city. Go on, pen. Timber Euron. There, easy as that. Like, I used to have trouble coming up with names for stuff, especially towns. But when I learned this trick, it was so easy. So, Timber Euron. Under that, we're gonna write a brief description of the town. We're gonna write a small logging town, mostly populated by dwarves. And we're going to come up with something special that might pop up a little later, a plot hook, or just a fun little thing. Or say, known for legendary bugbear tamer. A small logging town, mostly populated by dwarves, known for legendary bugbear tamers. That's so silly. We're gonna do it anyway. Okay, so underneath this, we're gonna write the 8 core things that players will find most helpful in a city. These are the 8 main things that players are gonna want to know and that they're gonna use to their advantage. First thing, population. This is a small logging town. Not a big population. We're going to say maybe, I'm thinking 4,500. As for demographics, like I said, it was mostly Dwarven. So we're going to say, because this is a small town, we're going to say 90%, or no, wrong side. 90% dwarves, and we'll say 8% humans, and 2% other. So a combination of halflings, elves, dragonborn, maybe. Next thing, government. It doesn't have to be like the entire, system of like election and parliamentary process. We're gonna say it's run by a single mayor with 4 councilmen. I tend to use the mayor and council system for towns, but depending on your campaign setting, it might be like one king who's always the leader with no council or anything, or it might be like just a council and no main leader. That'd be interesting. Okay. Next thing, defense. That's how we spell it in Canada. Defense. Defense is not really high for this town. So something important to clear up. In terms of defense, a lot of people confuse a city's guard and a city's watch. See, in the medieval times, a city's guard were responsible for defending the town. In the city's watch, were responsible for keeping order inside the town. So we're gonna say maybe this is a very small town, so we're gonna say maybe 2 guards and 3 watchmen. Actually, no. We're gonna say maybe 5 watchmen. I mean, it's an okay population. 2 guards, 5 watchmen. All right, awesome. And with larger towns, I would recommend including like a militia force of maybe like a few hundred, in case of some massive invasion or something like that. No, not paper. Next up, inns. This being a kind of small town, we're probably say only 1 inn, maybe 2. We're gonna come up with inn again. Naming things, I used to have trouble with this, but now I tend to do just adverb or adjective and then animal. So we're gonna think. Let's do the running bugbear, because we said that it was famous for bugbear tamers. The running bugbear. Maybe a common plot hook in like for first level characters, which I think is always fun. The bartender is running a gang or a cult out of his back room. Maybe there's a gang running out of the back of the running bugbear. Who knows? Next up, taverns. Now, why is this important? It's because taverns are sources for rumors and quests and plot hooks. Also, it's also fun for characters to go to taverns and get drunk, get laid, and go to sleep. So, taverns. But again, probably just 1 tavern. Oftentimes I include like the... That was a voice crack. Oftentimes I include the running... Like, I would say, oh, the inn has a tap house, and that's where the tavern is. But I'm going to include a separate one here. We're going to call it, again, let's call it... Actually, no, let's be original. Let's call it, another good strategy is to just come up with a name. So let's say, I'm going to call it Elmneck's Brewery. Elmneck's Brewery. Awesome. Next up, supplies. We're almost done, promise. Supplies. Supplies are places where characters can stock up on weapons, armor, ammo, and just general gear. So for supplies, let's probably just 1 store, probably a general store of kinds, maybe a blacksmith. Actually, yes, do a general store and a blacksmith. So general store. We'll call it the general store. And for the blacksmith, we'll call it Iron Tooth's Forgery. And again, once you start getting in the habit of naming places, it becomes that easy. Just like, what's the name of a character? Irontooth. Sure. Irontooth Forgery. Awesome. Next up. These next two are things for bigger towns and for cities, but we're gonna put them anyway. Guilds. Not that many guilds. Maybe this town has a probably a logging guild. I recommend that you go see T the Writer's video on guilds and clans. It's a very good video. Link in the description. You should check that out because it'll change your focus on guilds most likely. The logging guild, and last thing, colleges. Colleges for players to learn new skills and stuff. And, just meet people. Again, always good for them to meet people. Have contacts. Colleges. Let's go for... I don't know. How about, the Bugbear Taming Academy? Sure, why not? So these are the main 8 attributes that any good town should have for players to be able to interact with it. Yeah, so down here, the space and space in the back, I would then use to flesh out things and include other locations with detail. We'll do 1 or 2 for example. Let's flesh out the running bugbear. So we'll do the running bugbear. I will say this is a mid-range inn, good for travelers to rest, have a good meal, and head back out the next day. The owner of the running bugbear is noted for his ability to cook delicious pies. Let's do that. Okay, that's the running bugbear done. Let's do one more. One that we haven't listed so far. We're gonna do the watch office. We'll say where the watchmen hang out. And then we're gonna put in a plot hook. We're gonna say maybe outside the office there's posted a list of bounties and wanted posters with high rewards. Sure. I put PH for plot hook. And that's all there is to it. There's really nothing more to designing your own excellent settlement. Yeah, this is kind of a sample town. I'm not going to use this probably. Timber Huron, although you could probably use it if you wanted to. Just steal Timber Huron. Go ahead. If you're going to have a major city, maybe the player's base city, you could do a bit more, fleshing out. Here I have Delacour, which used to be the player's main city. Population, government, defense, inns, taverns, supplies, guilds, colleges, and then all of these different locations where they can go and check out. You get this, but again, that's really all there is to it. So there you go, there you have it. Now you know how to design a town of your very own. Thank you very much for watching. This is it for Tales from the Table. I hope to see you again next time. Do you have a request for one of these episodes? Let me know, and I'll make an episode of it as soon as I can.